Hi, Mike Fab, and today I'm adding a bunch of dolls to my wish list. I actually have no clue what year this is, but throughout it, I will go from at least probably 2021 to 2023. We're gonna be adding a lot of dolls, doing different methods of how I show you this, but currently you're just watching me on here, and I am just slowly adding some dolls to this slide. Anyways, I'm using Toy Sisters. That's the database that I'm using right now. I think I'm using Toy Sisters. Specifically because at some point the other one that I was using, it was, I don't actually remember what it's called, but I literally just searched Barbie database. Anyways, that one didn't have the newer Barbies on there. Toy Sisters, some of the newer ones say finalizing still, which means that they're obviously adding dolls to it constantly, or making sure that they have all of them, but nonetheless I'm using their site, and I'll be checking to make sure, like going on to other ones too to see if they're missing any, but yeah, just adding a bunch of dolls here. Yeah, we're finally getting down to the last of them. The main reason, and I feel like I've talked about it many times, but the main reason that I'm doing this is because, number one, I want to be able to put them in categories specifically, and I'm sure there's databases that have this, but I want to have my own because one of the things that I like about having like a wish list is being able to like cross dolls off my wish list, like click the photo and then delete it off. I don't know. I just enjoy doing that. Anyways, but I want to be able to put them in categories specifically, like all of the doctors, all of the dentists. Like, I think that would be really fun. But then I also want to like plan my future displays slash see how they all look, because obviously I know that I'll probably never get every single doll ever to exist, but it's nice to be able to pretend that I could and have a wish list where I can pretend. Anyways, we're continuing to add lots of dolls. These are, I assume, a part of the self-care line. But yeah, super fun and super cute dolls. I actually don't mind the newer ones. I feel like they get a lot of hate. People like the old Barbies, but I think these ones are really cute, okay? Anyways, yeah, just continuing to add lots of dolls to the wish list. This is gonna be quite a long one, if you can't tell. But there's a lot of stuff that I was going over and taking a look at. Anyways, yeah. And which this isn't good because I'm already running out of stuff to say. These are some of the like people ones, which is really fun and cute. And I have a single one, I believe. I think I have a single, not celebrity doll. These are like inspiring women. I have one. I have the pilot. I can't think of her name. Well, I can, but I don't want to be wrong, and I can't see what that says. Is it Bessie? I could be wrong. Anyways, really fun. And I think this is the last of either 2021, 2022 maybe. So we'll be moving on to the next one in a little bit. I can't remember what year this is, but that's okay. It's okay. Yeah, more. There's so many, and I'm glad that they're continuing this line. I think it's really fun, and neat. Anyways, more dolls. Wow. In case you're looking at them and you're like, some of these did not come out in the years that you said, some of the little groups, so Toy Sisters, like I clicked on the year that I wanted, and then it takes you to like a bunch of different, there's like Playline Collector, and they just like have a bunch of subgroups on there. Some of them, like some of the extras, it said Barbie Extra 2020 through 2022, and I think some of these ones, a part of, are these Inspiring Women? I think so. I think this is the Inspiring Women. I think that's what that says. Anyways, they had more than one year in it. So in case you're looking at this, that's why. And I just added them all to get it over with, so that some of the other ones won't take too long, which works for me. Anyways, these ones are really fun, and I just keep looking at them and I'm like, wow. More, I can't think about, is this the Rewind line? I'm trying to, again, familiarize myself with with the dolls. It's a little bit easier for some of the new ones just because I was an active collector at the time of these coming out, but I do like to try to look at them and guess what they are. These ones are really cute. I really like this line. I'm kind of sad that it didn't last long, but I remember these being kind of expensive. So I switched from my other Barbie database to using the Toy Sisters database because the other one doesn't have anything past, I think, 2020. Anyways, so I'm on here, I'm doing 2022. So it's got different categories. We're going to start with Playline, and each time that I do it, I will come back. Now, I've already gone over like some of the Barbie extras and then also some of the Luke dolls. I'll check again to make sure that they're on here. Again, color reveal as well, so that's pretty nice that I was able to get quite a few of the dolls off of here, but we will come back after each time to make sure that I am adding them to my list, okay? If I didn't already say, I'm starting with Playline, which is what I'm at right now. The Playline took 6 slides. Hopefully Collector doesn't do that. Some of them I will not add to my list if they're like super expensive. Oh, I thought there'd be room, but I don't think there's going to be. That took 1 slide and a partial. I usually skip Fashionistas, but I will check my list because they're on a separate one. Let's go to Dreamtopia, work on this, and also Barbie Extra. We'll come back once both are done. We're back. I finished the Barbie Extra, yep, and the Dreamtopia. We'll check looks. I think that I got all of them, but I'm going to open them anyways. So we did 1 through, 2022, and that's them. Okay. So then I'm going to do cutie reveal and color reveal, and I will come back when I'm done with that. Okay, so I finished, hopefully I finished cutie reveal and color reveal. I'm going to take a break, and then eventually I will come back to career. I think this one should all be on a different slide, my Mattel slide. And then this is what we have left. It's a decent amount, so it'll take a while, but hopefully not too long. Anyways, this is what I'm dealing with. So this is the 2022. I did finish it, so now I have to move on to 2023. However, I do have to add in all the names because I have yet to do that. And then once that's done, I will start the 2023. And this one, it does say that it's still being updated and added to, so I will look out for that. Okay, so I'm starting on 2023. I have 25 more slides to go for this one because I only do 100 slides per 100 slides per thing. Okay, then I grab a new one, and so I definitely think that I'm going to run out of room at least before I get to the next one, but probably during this. So let's begin taking a look. Obviously some of them are already like done, like Inspiring Women, I grabbed them already, and then also Babysitter Club, so maybe that'll help. But like there's a lot of color reveal and pop reveal, and career dolls usually have a decent amount. I think these are new. This one's gonna be new. So a decent amount of new dolls still. This one I think might be covered, but other than that, there's a decent amount of stuff here. So I'm going to obviously put what I can on the slide. Select again. We'll do these 3 again. Fashionistas is already on a different slide, so I'm not adding them, but I am making sure that they are on that slide. So we'll do the first row and possibly come back. And then I'll work on this one, which is going to be quick because it should just be this. But obviously I check both. So come back after this. Okay, so here I am still working on this. I decided that I'm going to end the video when I have run out of room for this slide. Again, I kind of explain it that I put 100 slides on each of these. Just so that they're not too long. Specifically, it can take a really long time to load all the photos. So that's why I only do 100. And sometimes, like, if it's longer, it glitches a lot, depending on, like, what's on here. Some of them I have that are, like, 20 slides that are a lot. Anyways, sorry, I have to search up Lunar New Year's Barbie. Sorry, I have to look up prices, before I put, especially collector. Anyways, so that's what we're doing right now, is that I'm adding dolls to my wish list here. And okay, I think they're both relatively under $100 on eBay currently. Anyways, basically what I'm saying is that you're gonna you're gonna stay here and watch me do this until I have completed 100 slides. I'm doing 2023 dolls right now. So dolls that were from 2023. I'm using the Toy Sisters website or database, and they are still finalizing. It says finalizing. When I actually go over some of these dolls and start adding them to my wish list, I also kind of want to like do a ranking because I think that would be fun of like each year. I am going to look at the Toy Sisters website and other databases just because I do know that the other one that I was using, the Barbie one, is missing a few. I don't know how many they're missing, but I know that they're missing at least a few. Anniversary, Christy. Sorry. Oh, she's kind of expensive. Okay. Anyways, I know that they were missing a few because I don't think that they had any color reveal, and I know that color reveal was not introduced in 2022 or 1 because there's a few lines that are missing from it. Like, they didn't have the wig one on there, so I am going to check Toy Sisters, so I am missing a few dolls. I know that for sure. But yeah. There it goes. There we go. It does not like when I look up dolls. Oh, I should type in Barbie. Maybe that's why it's mad at me. Yeah, it looks like these dolls are relatively... Oh my gosh, the pink one is expensive. Where's the dude? Okay, I think he's cheap. Okay. Anyways, you're going to be stuck here with me for a little bit, which is basically what I'm implying, so. Okay, so this is the collector group. There's going to be a lot of pausing, I feel, between this, but I did try to speed it up. I was originally talking between this, but we skipped that because it's kind of long. And again, a lot of pausing, specifically because I have to look up each thing, especially for collectors, when it comes to collector dolls, because some of them can be quite expensive. And now I know Playline can be expensive too. I've seen some insane prices, but I feel more confident that with Playline, I'll have a better chance at finding it for a decent price. Like if a kid gets rid of it all, and then you know, like at a thrift place, you know, because a parent might not know that they're kind of expensive, but I feel like if it's a collector doll, people know that they're expensive. So for specifically collectors, if it's under $100, I put it on my wish list. If it's over, then I don't, specifically because hopefully, like, if you find it at like a place, what am I thinking, like antique mall or flea market, hopefully they're under the eBay price. Sometimes they're the same because, like, obviously you don't have to pay for shipping, but, like, fingers crossed. But also, like, if it's over $100, there's no way that I'm paying that price. But I feel like I could convince myself to pay $100 for, you know, a doll. One day. Not yet, but one day. Actually, that's not true. There's a doll that I've actually been, like, trying to convince myself it's fine, you should get it for that price. So maybe one day. Anyways, that turquoise doll is really pretty. I think she was very high to 100, but she's actually still on the Mattel Creations. She's 100 and then selling for 70 on sale, I believe. So anyways, and then the birthday, I think that's birthday wishes next to her. She's a gemstone doll. Is that what this says? I love the gemstone dolls. I think they're so pretty. Are they, like, making gemstone? Anyways, I can't tell what color that is. It said is turquoise a gemstone? I don't know my gemstones. I was going to say she kind of looks aquamarine, but I'm pretty sure her name was Turquoise, which is one of my favorite characters from Blue's Clues. I love the little turtle. Anyways, I think my gemstone is aquamarine, which is why I said that. I could be wrong, though. But anyways, we're on to cutie reveal. I feel like when I was talking about cutie reveal, I was like, I really like these dolls. I don't have any, but I really like them. When they came out, obviously they're inspired by furries. I think these ones specifically look like Sorry. I think these ones are really the ones that, not the ones that are pets, are the animals in costumes. Anyways, the other ones, they kind of look more like mascots because they're wearing shirts. I like the first wave a lot, but I think all so far are absolutely adorable. I really like them. I do think that when they came out, I was like, maybe they were just trying to be like cute little mascots, but they're 100% inspired by furries. And I'm not going to let anybody tell me otherwise. I think they're absolutely so fun and so cute. And I just love the concept. And I don't know. The only disappointing thing about these is that I kind of wish that they came with like a full second outfit. Because like I remember they advertised they have 2 outfits, but you can't put a doll in, other than like if you let the doll just wear the, like, because they have painted on clothing, like if you do that, then I guess you could consider it a second outfit. But I would much prefer to have like one in the mascot costume and then one in a second outfit, because I feel like I remember them advertising it. Anyways, this is the advent calendar, which is really cute. And I remember I said that deer are my favorite Christmas animal, but then I changed it to winter animal because deers are year round. Now we're on color reveal. There's so many different waves of this. I actually really like these dolls. I know what you're gonna say. They're super simple, super basic, but I like where they come from, like the idea, especially like when I watched My World's videos when they were like always doing these and unbox them, and they were very relaxing and fun. Anyways, obviously they're more like, I feel like they're just sturdy, so like you can do whatever you want with them, throw them at the ground. I don't know. I feel like these would also be a really cute one to do in the cakes, because they'd be easy to clean. Yes, those are the things that pop into my head. But I really like these because I have a few, and I don't know. I am not mad about like the bathing suit ones. I wouldn't go out of my like way to get them or even like pay a lot for them. But if I could find them for a decent price, I'm 100% gonna pick them up. For the color reveal though, I would much prefer to like get them brand new in box and like pay the price of them brand new in box to be able to like actually do them, because I'm a sucker for gimmicks. I'm a sucker for unboxing experiences. I don't know. They just like there's something to be able to like look back, like when I unbox something or when I like do that kind of like experience of an unboxing experience versus like just taking it all out of a box. I don't know, that's like what I remember. And I have like 3 color reveals that I've done in the things, and I can remember like all of the unboxings for them, or even like the Hair Adorables, which has like a really fun, like you have to open up each individual little compartment to get all the pieces. Like I remember that versus like I can kind of remember unboxing some of the dolls, especially ones that sucked, but like it's harder to recall being super memorable, if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Anyways, but I really like some of these unboxing experiences. The other thing that I was going to note is that I also just in general, I think some of their designs are super cute. The first wave, or one of the first that they did, they had the wigs. I do actually really like the wigs. Some of them were scented. I just think that they just live rent-free in my head. And I do think that they're quite cute. The other thing before we move on to the next ones, you can already see, is I think it would be really fun to display them, like get all of the dolls, and then for each wave, we buy an extra and keep it in the color that they have, the paint. I think that would be really fun. I'm quite jealous of people who do that. Anyways, this is I cannot think of what they're called. Something pop. These are really cute. Oh, it literally says they're pop reveal. These are absolutely adorable. I think they're so fun. I also really want these. It's just so much stuff comes out all the time, especially Barbie is always producing things. So like it's kind of annoying. I do not have unlimited money. I wish I did. But I do not have unlimited money to buy some of this stuff, but I will keep dreaming. I think that's fair. I can dream as much as I want. Anyways, I haven't even gone through the dolls because obviously once I add them all, I can't possibly want everything, most of it. But I do plan to eventually go through and take out any dolls that I'm not super interested in. You might be thinking, why did you add them onto your wish list if you don't want all of them? And the answer is that I want to be able to see them all, but I also want to do like a ranking for each year, especially how I do my Disney princesses. And then eventually I'm going to add them onto a slide where I categorize them. So I put all of the, and I was thinking about doing the series because there's obviously like Dreamtopia, but I also want to put all the mermaids together. So we have to figure all of that out and kind of like make it flow, because again, I can't own every single doll possibly out there. Like, I just, realistically, as much as I want to live in a fantasy world where I can't do that. So at least through my slides, I can pretend the fantasy world and like organize them how I wish I could. But I'm gonna eventually work out like flowing them onto shelves, like how I would do that. And then also, as I display my dolls, the ones that I do have, I like to go and kind of stick to that pattern. Obviously, it's always changing up. One of the things that I thought would be really fun, especially if I had like every single doll out there, would be to switch it up so often, because I don't know, there's something fun about like moving dolls around, but being able to put like first wave dolls all together. So like the first dolls that were introduced, and like each, I think that would be really cute. So like you take Ever After High, Monster High, like every doll line out there, and then also you could put like all the mermaid dolls together from every line and be able to like look at them. I don't know, I think that'd be really fun and cute. And I don't often see that a lot of times. And when I first started collecting and displaying my dolls, I originally did it and I just put tall dolls in the back, and then like the shorter dolls, like middle dolls, the third row, and then the short dolls front row, and then I could even put a fourth row of dolls sitting. And I really liked how that looked, but then I started displaying it how I feel like most people display it, which is they do like Monster High next to each other, Ever After High. And the reason why I started doing that is because it was kind of complicated to figure out where I put my dolls. So I'd have to go around to each shelf because I did not have that good of a memory. But I do think that it is really fun when people like mix and match their displays. I am very fascinated. There's a few collectors out there who like mix and match their displays, and I think that's really cute. And if I had the space and time, I think I'd do that. I think I'd go back to that because I think that's really fun. You might be thinking, you're literally organizing Barbies so that you can do that. It's fine. We're not judging here. Not right now, okay? But if I did, I think I would mix and match my displays. Maybe not like, or like at least I would change them up. Maybe not often, but maybe half the year have them super organized neatly, and then half the year switch them to like mix and match display. Anyways, just a thought. What are we doing here? We have some career dolls. I was going to tell you all of them. This is going to be a long video. I did not realize how long I wanted to actually originally when I was going over this, finish the slides. So I had 25 slides left, and I am currently, I think I'm down to 10. No, I think I'm literally down to 5, but my phone is going to die eventually. Which is why I was like, I'm going to stop here. And it's really long. Okay. This is a very long video. I think it was an hour. I don't know what it's now, because I cut it down, like I shrunk them. I'm gonna say it's probably still 40 minutes long, but these are career dolls. These are really cute. I really like them. Very adorable. Violinist, I don't know what the other one is. Sometimes when I cut them down, because some of them are play sets, if you can see this one's a play set, I do eventually, when I actually rank them, I do plan to show what they actually are if they come with a play set and stuff. But for now, because I'm putting them on this slide, they're getting shrunk down. So anyways, what are we doing here? More stuff. I'm gonna assume career dolls still, but I could be wrong. Yep, career dolls. Oh, a pack. Actually, I think there was a pack that I didn't add, so I do have to eventually look back. But like this one's actually really cute. There's only 2 that I see that look really budget. The third one, she's a singer. She could be like a bathing suit one, but the other ones look like they have clothing, but there was a different one, and they all were bathing suit dolls, and I was like, really? They couldn't have like given 1 or 2 good ones? Anyways. I'm sorry, I'm not judging here. By good ones, I mean like clothing that is removable, where they don't have a bathing suit on underneath. Anyways, like I said, I'm not super mad about like the beach dolls or ones with bathing suits, but I do wish that they would give us real clothing. I think that they're fun and I like them, but I'm not going to go heavily out of my way to find beach ones. I have a few. I've collected them over the years, find them for really good prices, or sometimes I get them in lots when I get dolls. I'm not mad about them. I think they're cute. I think they're a fun concept, and I get their purpose. And I would 100% display them. I do reroute them a lot. I feel like I may have already told you this, so apologies if I'm repeating myself. But yeah, we've got some more dolls. Singer, pop star, I don't know. They're cute though. Something with animals. I can't see what this says. She could be either like a vet or a zoo person. I don't know. Very cute. Sorry. I'm tired, okay? Someone that has her legs crossed, she's gotta be a teacher, right? She's gotta be a teacher. Anyways, more stuff, more careers, a lot of career dolls. I actually don't mind the career dolls. I really like them. I think they're really fun, especially because, like, I love hearing people be like, when I got this job, my parents got me this Barbie. Like, one time when I was really little, I was at the dentist, and they probably mentioned that I like Barbie, and she goes, my parents got me the dentist Barbie. And I was like, that's so funny. So I think that's really fun when, like, people, because if people find out that I like Barbies, they'll be like, I did this, my parents got me this, and I'll be like, that's crazy. Anyways, more rewind dolls. Really fun. I think they're rewind. I think that's what that says. If I can remember the dolls correctly. Who's next? I don't remember who was next on the list. Barbie looks. There's quite a few out there. There's quite a few Barbie looks dolls. They're also absolutely adorable. I love them so much. I love the bright colors. I do like the casual ones, by the way, but I think the bright colors are also really fun. And again, adding more made-to-move Barbies, which is really neat and fun. Anyone else? We've got a lot of boys, too, that they added. By a lot, I mean two. But that's okay. I swear there were boys. And then the last one for the Barbie looks is the one that comes in the actually really cute outfit. I remember she was like maybe a collector, maybe a more exclusive. I don't remember. I just remember her coming out and people being very excited. I don't think they've done more Barbie looks. The line get canceled. I'm not always super familiar with some of the newer lines and stuff. But I don't think one has come out after that girl right there. So I'm assuming that it got canceled. Anyways, blank screen, that's okay. It's okay. There we go. And then this line. I can't think of what it is. Boardwalk? Is it called Boardwalk? I could be wrong with that. But they're beach dolls, and I actually think that they might have, I don't think it's molded clothing. I think that is a real bathing suit, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It could be molded, by the way. I feel like at some point I'm coming down to the last bit, but I cannot remember. Okay, so we've got some more dolls, possibly. We are coming down to the last bit. I think I leave off with 5 slides left for this, and I have quite a few more groups for 2023. Is that what we're in? So I probably will open another slide, which I was like, I don't think that I think it's gonna be the last one, but that's okay. Anyways. I actually really like some of these dolls, and one of the things that I should say is that I say it a lot, but I always tell you that I'm not a big fan of playsets, but that's a lie. I like playsets. I just thought that if I said it enough that I would believe it, but the playsets are really just, I don't know, they're doing something for me. I think they're the cutest things on the planet. I just don't have space, but one of the things that I want to do in my little fantasy world is I want to pretend that I have this space, and I want to be able to be like who would go next to the playsets, because oftentimes because I don't have space for playsets, I shove as many dolls in the playset as possible to like make the room and make the playset justifiable. But in my fantasy world, I have lots of room, lots of space. I can display the dolls however I want with the playsets. I can put one doll there and it could take up 10 feet and that would be perfectly fine. So that is what I want to do. I want to find the perfect dolls to go with the play sets, for it to make sense. That's another thing that I want to work on, but we're not at that point right now. I just saw that one playset and I wanted to talk about it. I also have to figure out like a good database for playsets, because there's just not a million playsets out there, or I don't know. The one that I was using didn't really have many playsets. It had playsets that came with dolls, but not playsets, and I know that there's houses. So if you have any recommendations for them, I've looked at a few databases that I might use, but any advice, let me know. But yeah, that's kind of all. I think we're again coming down to the last bit of it. We've got these girls, and then we have bathing suit ones. So I think I'm gonna close out now, just so that I don't run out of and have to quick say it. So I'm Fab. Thanks for watching. I know it's kind of like a long video and just kind of like random, and you're just sitting here, but I'm slowly adding dolls to my wish list, and I just really want to get knowledgeable on these dolls, and actually have them on my wish list, because I've collected many Barbies over the years, and all the other dolls I get to take them off my wish list, and Barbie I don't, because I don't have like a nice database. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Anyways, I'm Fab. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!